So I just sat here and talked for probably, I don't know, 7 minutes at least, and I realized the camera turned off. And it turned off like 10 seconds into the video. So, I went to the doctor. Well, I went to a nurse practitioner. Let me tell you guys what happened. Well, first off, it's like already the afternoon because I had that mess this morning. I made a doctor's appointment with my doctor now, and I edited and fell asleep because I feel like that's my life now. I'm falling asleep all the time. So I went to this nurse practitioner. It's our insurance has it because, well, we basically lost when the Affordable Care Act happened. We basically lost all our plans, and Justin's company got rid of them, and basically we only have one now. It's like a $6,000 deductible, and then you pay the $6,000, then you get to, they start paying 80, you start paying 20, and then when you reach 10,000, they cover everything. Yeah, we like never reach our deductible. So they have this clinic in his job, and it's our insurance. Cigna runs the clinic. And it's supposed to be like, well, because the doctor's so expensive, you can come see a nurse practitioner. It's kind of like going to those ready clinics at like Walgreens or H-E-B or like, you know what I'm talking about? So they can write prescriptions, and yeah. They order blood tests all the time. The other person that used to be there for this new lady would order blood tests like, yeah, let me check this, or, you know, just the backstory. I should have known better. If y'all remember at Christmas time, I had a UTI, and it was after I had done Clomid. I was already spotting. I knew my period was coming. I had a negative pregnancy test. They took a test there. I was like, see, I'm not pregnant. I need help with this UTI. It's around the holidays. For some reason, my OBGYN was like out of town or something. I couldn't see him. My regular doctor couldn't fit me in. All the doctors at my clinic were like having all these appointments because it was a holiday time. People know like they shut down. I could not get in and see a doctor. So I went there, and I was like, I really, really need some medicine. I am like suffering. And she did this test where you just pee on it, basically, and it has like 3 result minutes. She's like, well, I don't really see that much bad bacteria. And I'm like, but I have a UTI. Like, I'm not kidding. I know. She's like, yeah. Well, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you antibiotics. Wait, I don't know, because it still makes me nervous about the fertility thing. They had already given me a pregnancy test. I had already told her my period was in the midst of starting. Like, I think I was bleeding red that day. I was not pregnant. She was like, no, I'm sorry. So she didn't give me anything. So I have to wait. Christmas Eve or the day before, my doctor miraculously got an appointment. I don't know what happened, but his nurse called. She's like, I can work you in. Okay, praise God, thank God. So they make me do a pee test, but one that like takes like a day. He calls me Christmas Eve, and he's like, you have a really bad infection, and I'm worried about being in your bloodstream. Your kidneys are not looking good. And it was like bad. I had to take serious antibiotics, and that probably wouldn't have got to that point if those people had just given me the damn, like, not antibiotics, whatever it is. Maybe it was antibiotics. Whatever it is I needed, if they had just nipped in the bud, my doctor said that wouldn't happen. So I go there today because my doctor's like, I can't order a panel unless you come in. So I'm going to come pay $200 to come in and see you, have you order this panel. Then if something's wrong, I'm going to have to pay $200 to come back. So that's $400. I was like, I'm just going to go and tell them what's going on and ask them to run it because it'll be back in a day, and then I can take it to my doctor. So I saved $200 because it's only $25 to go to his health clinic place. And the lady's like, she basically sat there and told me why she wasn't going to do it because she really thinks I should see my doctor. And it's like, lady, I am going to go see my doctor. First off, my labs are always cheaper at that place. And I told her that. It's not time to eat, Piglet. It's not. My labs are always cheaper at that place. Seeing them is cheaper. I explained the situation. She basically like gave me a hug and told me, maybe you're depressed. You should join some infertility groups. I'm like, I'm not depressed. Something's wrong with my body. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I know depression causes certain symptoms. And I know what depression is because I've dealt with it before. When I had PTSD, I was severely depressed. But I'm like, this is you don't act like a narcoleptic person with depression. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh, and she's like, maybe you should just join some. I'm sitting there like thinking, okay, I am admin to one person, like one infertility group. I'm in so many infertility groups. I am a voice of infertility on the internet. Like, this is not like infertility depression. She could have ran just a basic pain. I don't know. I was so pissed off. So $25 gone, and I still have to go pay like $200 to see my doctor tomorrow. But at least I get to see him tomorrow. But it's going to mess up my cleaning schedule severely because I don't know. So that was my lovely, lovely morning. So... And then I gained 2 pounds because I haven't gone on scale in a lot. I gained 2 pounds, and I honestly think it's because like I'm just like I'm not doing full workouts like I was doing. I'm doing like the minimum, and I'm like sleeping all the time, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't know how to explain. Like, I'm wobbly and foggy brained, and just all these crazy things I read about vitamin D deficiency. And I had an issue, and the thing I told both my doctor and this person before, I had this issue before. I had to take B12 injections because they keep saying, well, vitamin B deficiency is very rare. I'm like, okay, well, but I've had it before. And also they're like, well, you could try the lady tells me in one breath to try to supplement it with vitamins, like from the store, which actually I do. I take a B complex, B6, and tons of other vitamins. So I'm already taking B12. And I take tons of folic acid. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. But in that same breath, she tells me that after I've already told her I take all these vitamins like every single day, B12, B6, like B complex, and a folic acid. She, in the same breath, says, but if you have a deficiency, it doesn't absorb the same, especially if the metformin's doing it. But in my head, I'm like, she's not listening to me. So I'm like irritated. So I guess I can just suck it up and go see my doctor tomorrow. The cats are somewhere meowing. I'll tell you guys about the cats in a second. Where are they? But Ralph is in here farting like up a storm. I don't want to open this and let him out. I don't see him anywhere. Okay, so let me go in here. Ralph is going crazy in the dining room. I've talked about this before. I put these chairs here to block my really expensive curtains I got because they don't make them anymore. And they were like $200 a panel when we first bought this house. It was like the most expensive thing I bought for the house. So he's in here on my grandma's antique chairs going, yeah, they're not out there, going crazy. Well, I come in here and I look, and you guys saw my other daily vlog, the cat I named Tiger Lily, that she comes, like, she's a stray, she's around the neighborhood, and I keep feeding her, hoping her eventually she'll trust me, let me pet her and stuff, and then maybe I can find her a rescue so she can have like a proper safe home. Today she showed up with a friend. If you guys want to see her and her friend, go look at my Instagram picture from it'll be yesterday. I'm about to post it when I stop vlogging, but I don't want to let them out there though because I keep hearing her meowing, and I don't want Ralph to because I don't think Ralph would kill her or hurt her. I think he'd be excited and accidentally hurt her. But so anyways, she showed up with a friend, and it looks like it's all black, but it really is white underneath. And he's missing, I don't know if it's a boy, I don't know if Tiger Lily's a girl, but he's missing part of his ear, so I named him Hook. I don't know what's with the Peter Pan theme, but yeah, she showed up with him today, but their coloring kind of makes me think they're from the same litter. So now I have 2 cats to save. when I first started feeding strays, Justin did not like it at all. He was like, this is going to end badly. But I've been doing it since I lived here. Any cats, I just leave food out. And too, some of my neighbors like get cats and then they just let them live outside. And I'm like, seems really dangerous. And then sometimes the cats would get really skinny, but people are like, oh, that's my cat. So I started feeding their cats. I'm just an animal person. I don't know. So she showed up today with a black cat. And I was like, oh, Justin is going to build a box that has like a floor and a roof and then like a cutout to go into our bushes in the front of our house. And that's going to be put into the bushes for, well, it was for Tiger Lily, I guess for Tiger Lily and her brother or sister, for like when it's cold outside or it's rainy, just like a safe shelter. And the hopes I have is that she will, or he will continue to come to the house and see me and get used to me and eventually trust me, and I can try to find them a rescue, because I worry about them. People drive like idiots in this neighborhood, and people hurt animals on purpose, not necessarily in this neighborhood, but people in general. So I don't know if it was one of them that killed the bird in my yard. I don't appreciate that, but you know, as my neighbor said when that happened, because I posted it in our neighborhood Facebook group, they said the circle of life, but I don't want to clean up the circle of life.
Look how big those paws are. Look how big those paws are. He doesn't know if he's lab or boxer with those big paws. And look at these tiny little paws. I love how furry her paws are.
Okay, I'm being a weirdo. Everybody's sleeping. I guess I better go to bed, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.